Brad, this one I'm going to lean on you a little bit. You shared an email with us this week titled Measles Misinformation. And it was a report from Axios that showed a poll of Americans, and 48% of Americans are very confident that the MMR vaccines are safe.
Yes.
65% Democrats, 47% for independents, 37% Republicans. Based on those numbers, one of us is going to be very confident the MMR vaccine is safe, and I have a guess who that is. And they put this out. They put this out in Texas. Oh, you've got it up. In Texas, 646 measles cases since January 1. And so Brad shared this with us, finding it very interesting. What was your concern?
Well, I mean,
my
thought. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was about to go on a tirade. It's not a concern. I'm fine. Share who say they are very confident MMR vaccines are safe. How the hell does any of these people know? What does that mean? Very confident. How is anybody very confident that the vaccine is safe? What are they basing that off of? That their doctor said it? I mean, how many opioids the doctors give out saying they were safe? Like, doctors give prescriptions all the time that are not safe and have side effects, and if they're abused and all sort of, like, what was the famous one that everyone talks about, the drug that was pulled that was on the market forever? I can't remember, but whatever. What is very confident? How do people decide that? If someone called you, Charles, a pollster, and said, hey, how confident are you that the MMR vaccine is safe? Very confident, somewhat confident, neutral, not confident at all. How would you base?
It's subjective.
Would you base your? How?
It's just subjective. It's just how you feel. It's the same way of, like, how are you confident that the Tylenol that you pick up in the store hasn't been tainted and there's nothing in it and you're going to take it? Like, it's based on subjectivity, how you feel.
I get all my Tylenol at the Dollar General, so I know it's tainted.
Wow.
Well, I think that
I don't know. But if someone asked me that question, if a pollster called me the other day about Cornyn and Paxton, and I tried to figure out which side they were on. I wasn't. It kind of threw me off a few times. But
Cornyn's side.
Maybe it was Cornyn's side. I don't know. But the guy, when they asked if I thought Cornyn was conservative, somewhat conservative, moderate, liberal, very liberal, I was like, I don't know, moderate. And he was like, I would have said liberal. I was like, okay, cool.
Wait, the pollster said that?
Yes.
I think.
But if someone called me and asked me, is any vaccine, how confident are you that this vaccine is safe? MMR, whatever, right? I don't know. I'd be like, how am I supposed to answer that? I mean, are you going to provide me with some information that I can review and I can say whether it's safe or not? Or am I just relying on what I read on the internet and, like, what my friend said or my doctor said? Like, who am I? Why are you asking me that? This is something that you should be asking people that have really, like, studied it or something like that. Like, why am I just a random person in the public being asked how confident I am that this drug is safe or not?
But everything you just said about that, how is that any different than the Cornyn-Paxton poll?
Well, because it's a little, I think it's a little bit, requires a little bit less expertise, I would say.
Well, it's also they're asking you a factual question. Is it safe? That's a fact.
Yeah.
Whereas with Cornyn, they're asking you your perspective of him.
Yeah, my opinion. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
No. I mean, they're asking if you feel that the vaccine is safe.
Okay. Fair.
Share who say they are very confident MMR vaccines are safe.
Yeah, if you feel it.
I don't know. Confidence is not a feeling, though.
Yeah, it is.
Well, Brad, I think you're not really a good test case for this because you're not 47% of the public who believes Iraq had WMDs.
That's true.
Steel towers fall because planes hit them.
But
that Russia blew up its own pipeline. That Trump is a Russian asset. Like, think about the number of lies or potential lies that people believe all the time. If the insinuation is that we can't know whether the MMR vaccine is safe or it's not, people believe stuff all the time.
I know. And I think that we could know, and I think that that's possible. And I mean, I just want to, like, it's got to be I want to know who's paying for this. The Kaiser Family Foundation polling. Who's paying for this? Why isn't it Axios? Like, why are they pushing this? What's the narrative they're trying to push? And it's like, oh, look, Democrats believe in science, Republicans don't. And America's really in the middle here. 48% of Americans think that it's very confident. They think that they're very confident that the MMR vaccine is safe. This is information they're going to be using to say, we got to do more to get people on board with the MMR.
I think that's positive news.
But yeah, I mean,
it's positive news.
52% of people on the flip side aren't very confident that they're safe.
I know. I think more people should question the safety of these things and, look into it deeper. You want to take it? Awesome. Go for it. Get your kids vaccinated. You don't want to? Awesome. Don't do it. I don't care. It's not my business. And you shouldn't be forced to either way. I just feel when I read this and I see that they're doing polling, asking random people if they're confident that a vaccine is safe or not, like they're going to use that information for something, probably to make, to push vaccines even more and, take away the right for exemptions. And that's going to fucking suck for people.
Okay, well, let's see. Kaiser Family Foundation publishes polling and journalism on healthcare issues. It works, especially on concerns for people who are low income or otherwise especially vulnerable to healthcare costs, such as uninsured. So of course they're pushing the vaccine. So yeah, they want to determine what percentage of people believe that, and then figure out how to message to those people. The
alternative way to read that is that they're wanting a cudgel to push for more censorship. That's what I read.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Why are they doing this? And what's interesting is they talk about how there have been 2 confirmed deaths of Texas and measles, 2 measles cases reported in Austin, the latest one on Friday. And if I can pull up the story, I will, but I'm not going to spend much time doing that right now. If I can pull it up while one of you are talking, I will. But the guy was vaccinated for MMR.
It says it right there in the bottom. If you go to the bottom of the story, it says it for you right there. And I quote, reality check. 2 doses of MMR vaccine are 97% effective against measles.
Says the CDC.
That's not 100%.
But now they're saying it's not, but people are going to hear you say that. And they're going to say that that's 97%.
3% of millions of people is a lot.
I know, but they also say now go get your booster. Go talk to your doctor to see if you got to get a booster. And which goes back to my question from weeks ago. How do any of us know if we're up to date on our vaccines?
You're not.
Exactly. How do any of us know that the vaccines lasted for us specifically? How do I know? Like I didn't go through today's schedule. Am I fully vaccinated? I have no idea.
Yeah. If you haven't gotten a tetanus shot in the last 10 years, then you're not fully vaccinated.
Oh,
if you haven't gotten that one, then you're not fully vaccinated. I mean, I was at the doctor the other day. She was like, "Do you want your tetanus shot? You needed to get it years ago." I was like, "No." I'm like, "No." But
Charles,
no, you're not.
The anti-vaxxer.
If you don't have your COVID booster, you're not up to date on your vaccines either. So
no, I don't go outside. I don't have a yard. I live in an apartment, ma'am. Leave me alone.
Charles or Brad, you should go to the doctor and get up to date on all your vaccines, which would be like 10 shots of the COVID vaccine and everything else that you need to get. See if you make it out alive.
I mean,
just as a test to see if this is very safe.
Hey, Brad, go kill yourself.
You didn't get a flu vaccine this year. You're not up to date on your vaccine. Like, no.
That's what I mean. So anyhow, it's all, like leave people alone. You know what I mean?
I love to see that the 35% crunchy moms in the Democratic Party are still holding strong. Go crunchy moms.
That's you, bud.
I'm not a crunchy mom, and I'm not